everyone, and welcome to the Fake Love and Flying Monkeys mini podcast. My name is Nova Gibson, and I am your host. As an expert on coercive control and narcissistic abuse in domestic violence relationships, my goal, my desire in these podcasts is to support victims and survivors and their families. So please hit that follow button, subscribe to this channel so you never miss another episode of Fake Love and Flying Monkeys. Hi everyone, and welcome to another mini episode of Fake Love and Flying Monkeys. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about 5 things that you will never have in a relationship with a narcissist. No matter who that narcissist is, whether it's an intimate partner, a so-called friend, a colleague, or even a parent. Number one thing that you will never have in a relationship with a narcissist is intimacy. Let's just look at an intimate relationship where you remember back to the love bombing stage in particular, and you felt that connection. You felt amazing with this person, and you really felt true intimacy, or so you thought. Intimacy requires 2 people coming together and wanting the other person to feel as special as they make you feel. And when you're with a narcissist, no matter what they're doing, no matter how special they are making you feel at any given time, it is still all about them. And that can be really confusing when you think to yourself, yes, but they actually did spend quite a lot of time on me. They really put a lot of work into meeting my needs, into pleasuring me, and it didn't seem to be all that one-sided. If those are your recollections, guys, it's still all about them. They want you to think that they're the world's greatest lover. They want you to think that they are better than any other lover you've had in the past. It's about admiration and getting a huge ego boost that they were able to perform and make you feel so good. It is mechanical. It is a manipulative strategy, and they put a lot of effort into making you think that these feelings you have, especially in the love bombing stage, are just true intimacy like you've never experienced before. But it's transactional, guys. It's about what they get out of it. And intimacy is non-existent with a narcissist because they are only interested in their own needs. The same rules apply in a relationship with any narcissist, whether that's a parent or a so-called friend. That intimate connection you feel with someone, that you can pour your heart out, and you think they've got your back, and they make you trust them. That is also one-sided, and they are simply creating smoke and mirrors to deflect from when they're confusing and abusing you. It's about getting you hooked on the person they pretend to be. And what you've got to remember is that someone you really do have that intimate connection with, someone who you trust implicitly, would never abuse you consistently over time and have you questioning their motivation at times and trying to work out what they're doing because they're confusing you with ongoing gaslighting. If you have that true, trusting, intimate relationship with someone, you don't Google their behavior. And that's a big red flag, that the intimacy you are feeling with this person that you go back and forth with trusting one day and then just feeling a deep resentment to the next day because they are abusing you. You don't have those mixed feelings on a continual basis when you're in a healthy relationship. And that's because the intimacy that you feel at those particular times is simply a manipulative tool to distract you from the abusive times. Number 2 thing that you will never have in a relationship with a narcissist is security. They want you to be forever fearing abandonment, fearing that you won't please them, which of course is impossible because they keep shifting the goalposts. If you were to feel secure, then you might stop trying to please them. You might stop feeling so grateful that they want to be with you. And they might stop getting the drama that fuels them. Security is something that we want to give to a loving partner or someone we love in a normal, healthy relationship. We want that person to feel like we're not going anywhere and they're allowed to have human flaws, and that just because they have a bad day, that doesn't mean that we might leave them. That's what the narcissist is always implying. And security is something that they will always deprive you of. So you continue to walk on eggshells and never quite working out what it is that will please them, because one minute you will do something and it will be amazing. The next minute you'll do the same thing and it will be the wrong thing. They have to have you feeling insecure all the time so that you never stop making it about them, and you are in a constant state of fearing that you're going to lose this person. They don't want you to ever relax, which we should just take for granted in a relationship with someone that we love. Number 3 thing that you will never have in a relationship with a narcissist is respect. They don't respect anyone, guys. To have respect for someone else would mean that that person is on a par with them. And remember, they have that grandiose view of themselves, that air of superiority. They are better than everyone else. They look down their nose at everyone else. And respect, which we say in other relationships is earned, with the narcissist is something that is intentionally withheld, never given out, because that would create a massive wound to their ego. To respect someone else is to say that that person is on a par with them or is better than them in some way. And one of the defining traits of NPD, pathological narcissism, is envy. They envy what someone else has because they think that person is beneath them, and they think that everyone else envies them. And if they've got something that the narcissist hasn't got, they don't deserve it. They will never respect you because you, in their eyes, will always be beneath them and should always be feeling lucky to be in their presence. When we are showing another person respect, what we're really showing that person is that they have value. It doesn't matter if they have a different opinion to that which we hold. They still have value and we respect their right to be different. We respect that they are no better or less than we are, and that they deserve to be treated with kindness and compassion. A narcissist is never going to respect another person because, once again, they must be better than everyone else, and respect to them is something that they only get because of that superiority. You don't deserve respect because in their eyes you are lucky to be with them, and the only person that deserves respect in this world is them, not mere mortals who will never be as good as they are in their eyes. Number 4 thing that you'll never have in a relationship with a narcissist is peace. The narcissist cannot stand it when there appears to be peace and harmony around them. If there is nothing going on, they will create drama and chaos. And funnily enough, or not, they're always saying to their victim that they hate drama, and yet drama seems to follow them everywhere. And yes, it does, because they cannot be without drama. You cannot have peace in your life with a narcissist, because peace means that they feel agitated, they become anxious. If there's no drama going on, then essentially they're alone with their true self, and you might be happy with something else that's occupying your time other than the narcissist. So peace means no attention on them, and it means that they're not getting that narcissistic supply that they crave. Now, this is something that you crave in a normal relationship, where we have those little ups and downs and everyone has their little arguments, but the narcissist must ensure that it is an absolute roller coaster in the relationship with them, because when things stop, when that roller coaster stops, then they are alone, they're vulnerable, they could be wounded, they feel weak and agitated because there is no focus on them, there's no reactions coming from anyone, and people around them are feeling peaceful and genuinely happy and relaxed. The narcissist can never feel that genuine peace, and they can never just relax. They're like a shark swimming around endlessly looking for blood, never sleeping, because they are always on the go looking for their next fix of narcissistic supply. Peace means being alone with their true self, and it means a lack of attention, admiration, and the reactions of others that occurs when they manufacture those situations. Peace and harmony are boring, and if there is a time when things are just cruising along and there is nothing happening to get your reactions, to have them be able to siphon their narcissistic supply from you, whether that be from your anger, your frustration, or showing them your undying love, they've got to have that constant drama going on at all times. And peace is something that will never last for any great length of time with the narcissist, because it makes them feel so agitated. Now, I could go on forever ever with things that you will never have in the relationship with a narcissist that you just take for granted in a normal, healthy relationship. But I'm just concentrating on these 5 things today. So number 5 thing that you will never have is happiness. You cannot have a healthy, happy relationship with a narcissist because your happiness makes them feel bad about themselves. They can never feel that genuine happiness, and your ability to feel that makes them envious. So they've got to destroy your happiness at all times. They will sabotage any success you have in your life. They will build your hopes up of perhaps a night out, or have you looking forward to something and counting down the sleeps just so at the last second they can pull the rug out from underneath you and destroy that happiness, because you being happy is something that makes them feel less than. They can't have you being better than them in any way. And once again, they need you to be walking on eggshells all the time in a constant state of confusion. If you were to be left alone and encouraged and supported to be happy, then you might not realize how grateful that you should be in having this person in your life, having them put up with you. Your happiness can definitely not be the result of someone else's actions. If you're going to be happy, it can only be the result of something that the narcissist has done, because they do whatever they do for you. If it's a gift or anything, they do it for themselves. There is always strings attached to it. And this is why you will never ever be on the same emotional playing field as the narcissist. If you're happy about something, this is why they love to ruin holidays and special occasions. If you're happy about something, then they're seething, they're envious, they're angry. So they seek to destroy your happiness. So what happens when you're on this high and you're feeling wonderful, and then they sabotage that and you come crashing down and you start feeling angry because they've sabotaged it? And then what happens? The narcissist's mood goes up and they start acting and appearing happy because your mood has crashed. Your anger, your misery makes them happy. So this is why if you will never feel the same way, you will never be at the same level emotionally, because if you're happy, they're angry. And if they're angry, then they've got to punish you by, amongst other things, destroying your happiness. Being happy also brings with it confidence, feeling good about yourself. And they cannot have that. They need you to be miserable. They need you to have no energy to leave. They need you to be in a constant state of fight or flight, certainly not happy, so they can retain their control over you. And of course, when they've reduced you to that miserable person with absolutely no self-esteem, they then get to tell you that those things that are wrong with you are the cause of any issue in the relationship. Happiness means less drama. It means that they're feeling envious and angry that you're feeling good about yourself, because that makes them feel bad. So happiness for you is something that you will never attain in the relationship with a narcissist. And any short-term happiness that you are feeling is simply manipulation that once again is designed to deflect from the abuse. Now, all of those things we spoke about today, such as intimacy, security, peace and harmony, happiness, respect, all of those things are deprived from you. They deprive you of those things so that you don't value yourself. They don't want you to go anywhere. They don't want you to feel good about yourself, because you feeling good about yourself makes them feel bad. You must be inferior to them in every way. And if you felt worthy as a person, which you would in a normal relationship, because you would be getting all of those things which you would just take for granted, then there would be no power imbalance. There would be no superior being whom the narcissist views themselves as, with you, the mere mortal who should feel lucky to be with them. In essence, the narcissist only thinks about themselves, and those 5 things that we spoke about today would potentially make you feel good about yourself. And that is something that will never happen in a relationship with a narcissist, because if you feel good about yourself, you might think in their eyes that you're better than them. And if you feel good about yourself, you might feel confident enough to leave. And that brings us to the end of another Fake Love and Flying Monkeys episode. I could have listed off so many more things that you will never have in a relationship with a narcissist, that you would just take for granted in a healthy relationship, because anything that makes you feel good, which is what we expect in a normal, loving, healthy relationship, anything that brings you joy, brings you value, happiness, and raises your self-esteem is going to be deprived and or destroyed by the narcissist. So they maintain their ego at all times, which comes with being better than you. So if you're wanting a little extra support, guys, in your narcissistic abuse recovery, please see my website below. I am a professional counselor and I see people worldwide. All my appointments are online, and I'd love to be able to support you one-on-one in your healing journey from narcissistic abuse. And of course, don't forget to get your copy of my book, Fake Love, Understanding and Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, available worldwide. On that note, it's bye from me for now. Until the next episode, remember, you are worthy. You are worthy of so much love, and you are certainly worthy of a whole lot more than a lifetime of fake love and flying monkeys.